Hey, welcome to this new video. Today we'll go over ToggleAFK, ToggleDND, IsAFK, and IsDND. So let's get started. First, this is again, as always, just a function, a function that is called when the event for when your player chats in chat. So I get the player for tutorial purpose. You don't need this, you can use any other event that gets the player. So let's get it started here. So we want to first try to toggle AFK. So let's do that. So player, toggle AFK, like this. Now let's head in game and test. Okay, now that we are back in game, let's test the code. So if I go to chat, write something. And now when the chat thing disappears, you can see that it says away, and that is basically AFK. So let's head back to the code and do the next one. Okay, so back in the code now, let's do the next one, which is ToggleDND. So write player, ToggleDND, like this. Now hit save, and let's head back in game and test it. Okay, so now that we are back in game, let us test this out. So go to chat, write something, and click enter. And now you can see here above our character, it says busy. Let's head to the next one. Okay, so the next one is a little different because it's a Boolean check. So what we want to do is that we just showcase in the tutorial, we will do an if statement. So we say two different things in chat or in the world message, depending on if you are AFK or not. So let's do that. So if, and in here you say player is AFK, like this. And you don't need these actually, sorry, I'm just so used to other languages. And then write then and end. So like this. Now send world message. Player is AFK. So it will only send this message if the player is actually AFK. If not, you write else, and then in here it means if the player is not AFK, we send something different. So send world message, right? And here we will just say player is not AFK. Okay, now let's head in game and test it. Okay, so now that we are back in game, let's test this code out. So if we write something down in chat, you can see it says player is not AFK. So that means it actually works, because if player is not AFK, it says the player is not AFK. So when we would do the other test, then yeah, of course it will say you are AFK if you actually are. Let's go back to the code. Okay, so now I know we have the old code from the IsAFK, but it's just easier to quickly change this because it's basically the same code. So if player and then is AFK, instead of that write IsDND, like this. Now go to the send world message, change the AFK to DND, both places, DND, like this. Okay, so now we can head in game and test it out. Okay, so now that I'm back in game, let's try and write something. And now you can see the player is not DND, which means it works. Let's try and write /DND, which is the command to set you into busy or DND. So now let's write something again. And you can now see it says player is DND because we have still the do not disturb busy tag. So that was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. See you in the next one.